welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am Beltless Trevin, joined as always by our main roster prediction champion, Caleb.
Hola!
Our NXT predictions champion, Zach, is our cameraman and producer, as always, behind the camera. And we also have a Beltless Gordon, our editor-in-chief.
Rare Gordon sighting.
Wee woo.
Man.
But for the first time in what feels like a fat minute, we are here to talk about Friday Night Smackdown.
Because it was actually decent.
Yeah!
Yeah,
The joke going around the internet is whatever AI they're using, keep using it.
Yeah, brother. AI?
That's what reports are saying.
Yeah, I know that's what reports are saying, but how do you feel about them using AI?
As a fellow story writer, shout out to our D&D podcast, link in the bio, Throws of Chaos. I don't like it, but because of the WW Unreal show, I get that AI isn't having the final say, because of course you still have the board that is saying stuff. You still have the actual factual wrestlers that are saying stuff. But it's like,
So we got Punk. Jey Uso.
yes. So it's like there are filters the AI is going through if it is the start of the process. Do I like it being the start of the process? This is our first week and it's pretty good, so I have mixed opinions. We will see where we go from here.
Okay, so I don't think they're using it already.
Yeah.
They're testing it because the first storyline that it pitched was Bobby Lashley coming back as a person obsessed with Japanese culture in beating up people. Like that was the first storyline. I think you're definitely, I don't like it at all. I think generative AI is completely trash.
Same.
Sorry, you're not an artist. You write things into a machine, and the machine steals pieces from other works of art.
Mm-hmm.
You yourself are creating a work of slop.
No, they're not even creating anything.
Yeah, exactly. You're just stealing and making a work of slop. So I don't think that's where they should go. I think they should actually just hire better writers.
Yeah.
Isn't that a shocker?
Yeah. I mean, you have a bunch of people you have either released or have retired or are on the injury reserve that you could put in that story writer's room because they know how the business works.
Well, okay, it's a little tricky because when you get wrestlers in the writing room, and I can see this very much with a Triple H-ish type lens to it, they think of things back when they were doing stuff.
Fair.
And it's night and day when you look at Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
Because yes, while Shawn Michaels does use things, it's very apparent that he's used storylines that have happened for him in the past, just with a modern day freshen up. It works because he doesn't do it all the time. It feels like a lot of these things that are going on, the vision was very much evolution. It's just they didn't have a third or fourth guy in there that was physical.
Yep.
The Ric Flair role went to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's a manager. So,
Yep.
Yeah, they're very clearly using things from their past for the former wrestlers. I think you just need people that, I don't know, like the fucking business.
Yeah.
Is it that hard to find writers that like the business?
Yes, because we are experiencing a renaissance, as the internet says, and a lot of the internet is doing fantasy booking stuff, whether it just be them doing video essays on how they would book this moment, or literally using the My GM game mode Or like going back to the older games to do the create a story thing. It's like, people have interest in this. Are they always the greatest? No, but some of the storylines I've seen the internet come up with are better than what WWE has handed us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Man, I don't know. Maybe they implemented this AI earlier in the year because whoever fucking booked that Cena heel turn was ass, bro. It was good for like a month. And then we got the Mania match.
And then Travis Scott had a falling out. The Rock said what he said. And we realized, oh, this means nothing.
This means nothing. Now, in other news, before we get into the show, it is stated that Jacob Fatu is dealing with a non-wrestling related injury and will be out until at least 2026 now.
Which is weird because how we open the show.
It's also weird because of the reports that are coming out today about his injury and that it is a dental injury.
Because we open the show with Nick Aldis coming out announcing that the main event match that was announced last week, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, is going to be a number one contendership match for Cody's title. And we're like, what? Did the dirt sheets lie to us? We'll find out.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, Cody comes out.
Yep, and he's like, it doesn't matter who I face, I will defend this title, I will be your guys' champion. Classic Cody promo.
Does address the fact that he lost at Crown Jewel, but says that it took everything and it broke Seth Rollins to beat him. So in the end, pretty much a victory.
Yep, because now Seth is dealing with his own stuff down on Raw, but it's time for me to deal with my SmackDown business.
Yep, and now, for our opening contest, it is a women's tag team championship match. It is Zaruka. That is, of course, Zarya, and your NXT Women's North American Champion, and your WWE Speed Champion, Sol Ruka, taking on the Women's Tag Team Champions of Charlotte Bliss and Alexa. I just mixed those names up. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
I was like, are you good there?
No, I am very tired. But yeah, this was a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
Blake Monroe, sided, ringside. Vic Joseph also on the call tonight with a returning Corey Graves.
Yes. Not doing the Pat McAfee stint where he comes back to the ring action to go against Brock Lesnar. Good on him, because I wouldn't.
You know, I'll take that L, personally.
I'll take that L.
Yeah, but Bliss and Flair, put on a great show with Zaruka.
Yes, Zaruka. Brother, how Alexa sold that Soul Snatcher, dadgum. Mm-hmm. Wait, no, it was Charlotte that hit.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Sold it.
Yeah, no. But dadgum, there is something about every time that Soul hits a Soul Snatcher that makes it feel both familiar and different at the same time. Like, a Soul Snatcher is coming during a Soul Ruka match. But once she hits it, you're always surprised.
Yeah, there's only so many ways that she can hit her Soul Snatcher. It's not like an RKO.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's the same exact fucking move. It's a cutter.
Yeah.
The RKO, he's catching you. And in the Soul Snatcher, yeah, she's catching you.
But you're also catching her a little bit.
She's the one that's in motion.
Yeah.
The Soul Snatcher, she's doing a flip into it. So she can't necessarily do a Soul Snatcher and catch someone that's coming down from midair.
Yeah.
So there's only so many ways that you can do a Soul Snatcher, but every time it happens, it's oh my god.
Yes. We almost thought we were going to get a Soul Snatcher from the apron to the outside. It was just a swanton. Yeah, y'all can calm down.
It should have been a Soul Snatcher. Yes. I am sorry. That would have sold the deal, but
instead, Swanton Soul realizes that Blake Monroe is in the audience and starts taking her eyes off the ball, being like, why are you always in my business recently? Like, why won't you leave me alone? And that's enough for Flair to take advantage, drag her back to the ring, figure 8 for the tap out.
Yeah.
And Bliss and Flair retain.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. They're never going to give these belts to NXT.
Not yet.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Never say never in this business.
Look, motherfucker, I'm going to say never.
Yeah.
Where's the Heritage Cup?
It got iced.
Yeah, it's never coming back.
No. Yeah. That was how they decided to retire it, was it getting iced.
Mm-hmm. And never say never, rings true for this next participant. He is the United States champion. He never says never when it comes to just giving up. It is Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Underdog from the underground.
Yep. He approaches Nick Aldis because Sammy was taken off the card for his safety because the MFTs are running rampant. They're interrupting photo shoots. They're taking out security. They don't give an F.
It just, this is such a far cry from what it was back in the day. Running rampant backstage would mean kicking people's ass. Running rampant backstage now. Hey, it's my time for a photo shoot. Move.
Yes. So for Sammy's safety and to keep the honor and dignity of the U.S. title, Nick Aldis removes Sammy from the card. Sammy finds Nick Aldis and says, nah, we ain't having that. I said I'd have an open challenge every week. We doing this, whether you like it or not.
And, Nick Aldis is also talking with The Miz at the moment. And Sammy leaves, and Miz goes, all right, no, you know what? I'm good. And follows Sammy. So, Sammy comes out, standing in the ring. I came to play.
Yep. The Miz comes out to answer the open challenge, but catches a receipt.
So he walks out, and I am thinking in my head the whole time, please be holding a mic, please be holding a mic, please be holding a mic. He's holding a mic. I said, yes!
Yeah.
You want to know why? Not because of a Miz promo, because this means he is not going to be in the match. You want to know why? Carmelo Hayes jumps his ass.
Yeah.
Melo didn't miss that one, just like commentary said.
He beats the brakes off of Miz.
Yep.
Holy. So we're like, so who's answering the challenge? And it's like, some people were like going through their internal monologues, internal lists, being like, who's in the locker room that can answer?
It's been a while since we've seen a certain someone. We've been asking where he's from.
Because we've seen him in the PC. We know he's medically cleared. And all of a sudden, dun 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 dun.
Ilya fucking Dragunov is back.
San Jose, you did not pop loud enough.
This man shaved his face, and got his first tattoo, which, hell of a place for a first tattoo. It is a full throat piece.
Yep, of dragon scales on his throat. The Mad Dragon is back, and boy was he looking to rumble. Give me a 7-game series.
I don't think we're getting it.
No.
Man. One of the, you know what? Fuck it. Best match of the night.
Yeah.
Really hard hitting. The only person that I think could really go toe-to-toe with Ilya on SmackDown in terms of intensity, maybe Aleister Black. We have to see.
I'd pay for that match.
Yeah. It was great. Blue Thunderbomb got kicked out of.
Yep, and we're like, ain't no way.
Yeah, it's really funny how they built the Blue Thunderbomb out of nowhere.
Yep. Being what caused the pin in every open challenge so far. We're like, and that's it. Kick out, and we're like, ooh.
And then we see Sammy going for Old Faithful, the haluva kick.
Yep. And he all of a sudden sees in his peripherals.
Hey, who? There's a little bitch on the ramp.
Yep. Solo Sikoa is just watching from the ramp, being like, just smiling, just enjoying his time. And then he walks away.
He just says, nah, not now.
Yeah. And Sammy sees in his other peripherals, oh shoot, right, I'm in a match. Counters Exploder, and he's back, his head's back in the game. He goes for one last haluva kick, countered,
Did he throw his whole body at him?
Yup.
So Torpedo Moscow! I fucking love that movie.
Yep, Torpedo Moscow bounces off the ropes for the H-bomb. 1, 2, 3.
Torpedo Moscow. So if you don't know, and I will tell you this now, if you play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it is Luigi's side B, I believe.
Yes.
Where he just launches himself. But this man, imagine what they say, 210. A 210-pound man. You're running at him.
You're running.
He's also running at you.
Yeah, you're running full sprint to big boot him. He just decides, nah, yeet.
Runs a little bit, jumps, takes you out. Then the H-bomb, if you don't know, he bounces off the ropes, high angle forearm, and just drills it into your chin. On the ground.
And then he just lays on top of you for the pin. Just putting
1, 2, 3.
Ilya Dragunov on his return match is your new United States champion.
Sami Zayn's reign comes to an end at 49 days and 6 defenses. Which just goes to prove that you don't need a long title reign for it to be good. You need to do shit within the title reign.
Logan Paul.
Tiffany Stratton, Dominic Mysterio, The Judgment Day. Oh, wait, yeah, I was supposed to cough, wasn't I? Yeah, bruh. Like, dude, you have all these long title reigns and people are just gonna, they were good, they were long, and no. I, like, brother, you need to do shit within that title reign for it to be good. I'm sorry. I hope they do shit with Dragunov. Now, this was Sammy's call to drive it to Dragunov. I hope they have plans for Dragunov.
Yep, because one of the plans might actually be the MFTs do decide to interrupt post-match as they gain up on both the men after, they're trying to go for handshakes. Face paint and all, they are here to rumble. And Solo goes to just berate them, shout in their face. Ray Fenix, who was the dude whose photo shoot got interrupted, comes out, gets the snot beaten out of him.
Yes, there is 4 men who are fresh in the ring. I am also fresh, but my two people that are going to help me, just went through a grueling physical match, and they are currently on the ground after getting jumped. Now is the perfect time to run out.
He did.
Yeah, no, he gets murdered immediately. I think he gets a kick in and then gets chokeslammed to fucking hell.
Yes. So Solo finally gets his hands on a mic, starts cutting a promo, and the lights go out. And the Wyatts...
Brother, at first I forgot the Wyatts were on here. I was like, Dark State?
No.
I was like, what?
Yes. The Wyatts just crawl up onto the apron. They crawl up onto the apron and we get a little Jumbotron promo from Bo as he's not on the apron. But this is getting the internet saying, I think instead of Vision versus Babyface Hodgepodge, we're actually getting Wyatts versus MFT for War Games.
I said it last episode. I believe I said it last episode.
You said it a episode.
I think... Well, I called this. First of all, I fucking called this. If this is where War Games is going, I fucking called this. I said, fuck that fucking Vision team with Lesnar in theory. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. That's not good. Especially because you have LA Knight or Jimmy Uso filling in the 5th slot and not fucking John Cena. No. Ew. You have to fill in the 5th slot for the Wyatts. And I've said this before too, and I think you find a man.
A Strowman.
A certain Strowman. Braun Strowman returns!
Yeah.
I don't.
Because that's the thing is that
they're gonna do 5-on-5. They're not gonna switch to 4-on-4.
Yeah, but the other thing is his show that's getting released, despite him being released, his going around town eating everything on the menu show is still advertising him and is affiliated with WWE still.
Okay, Trevin, you got this was filmed while he was still working with WWE.
Yeah.
He is not a marketable person by himself to not market it along with the footage. Especially because USA can use the footage because WWE is housed down there.
Yes.
Or the SmackDown is.
WWE is joint posting all the trailers though and vignettes.
Okay, I mean it makes sense. Their marketing is in the show. That draws eyes back to them. I'm just saying, look, it could happen and it would be fucking funny. The other person is you bring back Cross. Let's give it a third try.
Some of the internet is saying that because they've finagled with his U.S. title reign, that Sammy could join the Wyatts.
No.
I'd rather not.
No. Save me from this hell. We don't need Sammy in the War Games match. Especially because, just because Solo cost him his title doesn't mean, ooh, I'm going to join this where I really don't fit in. I just have beef with one person.
Aesthetically, I do not fit in this group at all.
And I hate that too. I just hate when the aesthetics of the team just don't fucking make sense. It's like, why?
Because that's the thing. When Drew joined Judgment Day for that War Games match for one night,
it kind of made sense. I'm sorry. Yeah. It kind of made sense.
Yes,
I could see him in that group.
And aesthetically, none of them were clashing either because Drew wears dark colors.
And then you got Roman and Punk on the same team, and it's like, what are we doing here?
To be fair, not 9 people were dressed similarly in that match.
Yeah, it was just Punk.
Yeah.
It was just Punk. Punker, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but enough on this match. Now we get to Motor City Machine Guns in the backstage segment.
Yep, they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary with WWE.
Yay!
Yep, and they're reminiscing, being like, man, remember how it only took 2 weeks for us to become champions in this place?
And Los Garza approached, being like, hey, look, reminiscing on the past, reminiscing about the past. We're looking for a future.
Yep, and MCMG is like, well, if we're the reminiscing ones, we should reminisce about our debut match and whose butt we kicked for it. Wait a minute, wasn't it you guys that?
None of that matters.
No. What? And MCMG is like, well, how about we turn it into a yearly tradition? Yeah,
I love that line.
Let's go to Aldous and make it.
I love that line. Let's make it a yearly tradition. I need this to be a yearly tradition now.
Yes, and commentary this episode was hammering it into people's head. It is Los Garza.
No. They do say Legado del Fantasma.
Yes.
They do say Legado del Fantasma.
But they are hammering it into our heads, correcting people that say Los Garzas. It is just Garza.
I'm sorry.
Because Los implies plural already.
I'm sorry. If I can recall, didn't you call them Los Guerreros when I was growing up? Did you suddenly get a Duolingo fucking thing? Like, bruh. Yes, now you're correcting us, but it was Los Guerreros back in the day. And I'm not tripping. I could be tripping.
Yes.
But I believe it was Los Guerreros back in the day.
And just like MCMG's debut match against these guys, this match was another banger.
Oh, yeah, no. These four... Smackdown Tag Division fucking carries the show. I am sorry.
I agree with the dude who had the sign during Crown Jewel, unify the tag titles, you cowards. You are doing nothing with the Raw division and SmackDown. All the tag teams on SmackDown's backs gotta hurt for carrying the men's tag scene in WWE.
Man. Yeah, they backs gotta be fucking killing them, bro. I don't know how Los Scars are doing these moves, man. They backs broken, beaten down. They
Same
still
with
pulling it off.
MCMG.
Yeah, no. Man, yeah, great match. Motor City Machine Guns wins, of course. I thought this is the perfect time. You bring back Santos and you have Los Garza pick up a win.
No.
No.
Watch Santos show up on Raw.
I fear he's just going to show up in AAA.
Ooh. Ooh.
But then again, he didn't really do shit for AAA when he was still with the company, so I don't know why he was now.
Literally, when the AAA deal happened, he dropped down to a managerial role for Los Garza for their tag title run. He had no ring action in... He had one match in AAA, and that was it.
Am I tripping, or did Elektra Lopez get released?
She got released.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, is she still with the company?
No, she got released before the AAA merger, even.
Okay. I was like, because I know that there's supposed to be a fourth member here.
Yeah, no.
We get a little vignette of Alistair and Zelina explaining the partnership. Basically, a dark cloud will now loom over the Smackdown division. That's what commentary said.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga booga. Now, we get on to our main event of the... Wait, what the fuck? Why is he bleeding?
What?
Why is he bleeding?
Are those teeth?
Yeah, we're gonna get into our main event of the evening, ladies and
Yep,
gentlemen.
his
but
entrance is plain and everything, but we cut to backstage cameras, and he is dead.
yeah, Jacob Fatu is laid underneath a truss, a equipment box. Yeah, blood is all over the floor, in his mouth, and there are 3 teeth, I think. Danhausen was here. I can't explain it, but Danhausen was here.
But Drew decides to still make his entrance and is like, so what's going on?
He said, so, do I win?
Am I the number 1 contender? Are you gonna find someone else?
Nick Aldis comes out and he starts yelling at him. He says, look, if I find out that you had something to do
and
with
Drew
this,
is like,
so help me.
And Drew's like, no, I'm not getting screwed out again. I had nothing to do with Jacob. Like, yes, I hate this, but I will jump through the hoops regularly.
Now there is, it is coincidental evidence. He was in the background when Cody and Jacob were having a discussion, but
Yes, Nick Aldis is...
he could have just been on his way to catering.
Yep. So, Drew and Nick are going at it, and Cody interrupts saying, enough. Drew, you want to be number 1 contender? You're number 1 contender, and we're having this match right now.
Yeah, so Cody fights in the suit like it is a SmackDown versus Raw collectible. Alternate attire. Casual. He fights in the suit.
And it is still an even match, and I'm like, do not do this to my boy Drew.
This is... So they start going, immediately picture in picture. Oh, God. I can't do this. I have ADHD. I get distracted by the ads.
Yep. So, yeah, they're squabbling on the outside during the picture-in-picture, and when we exit picture-in-picture, the bell finally rings.
Yeah, we get into the match. Big highlights include Drew hitting a future shock, hitting Cody so hard over the barricade that he falls out of his shoe.
Yep.
Cody hitting a crossroads.
Yep, hitting a Cody Cutter as well, and it's like, man's doing all this in a suit. You know how tight suit pants are supposed to be form-fitting?
Oh, yeah, and they also, kick out of all these moves.
Yes. And then Drew has the upper hand.
This is after he hits Cody over the barricade.
Yep, to take a shoe off, and it's like, Drew has the upper hand, and he's like, I got this. I mean, he's in a suit, for crying out loud. He probably didn't stretch beforehand. It's like, I got this. Goes top! Ding, ding, ding!
With the fucking title. Out of nowhere, Cody
gets DQ'd. Cody's the one who eats the disqualification. And the internet is saying Homelander Cody is on his way.
I think so.
Because another thing that people are pointing out is that Drew, during Liberation, brought up a lot of Cody's political power in the company and how he has screwed many of people out because of how much say he has in the company. And it's like, nah, Drew got a point.
Yeah, no.
Drew is the definition of justifiable heel.
Execute the double turn, you cowards.
You cowards.
Do it.
Yep.
I fucking dare you.
Yeah. Now, you brought up how Cody is probably suspect number one for us internet sleuths. The other suspect people are bringing up, one certain person might have had some voices in his head when he wasn't in this match. One Viper, who we have been waiting for his heel turn against Cody. One Randy Orton.
I also thought Obafemi for some reason. I don't know. He just popped into my head. Take out big guy. I don't know.
Take out the biggest man in the yard. Or what some people perceive as the biggest man in the yard.
It's either him or Drew.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be Orton. It's Orton or Cody right now. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that's the thing. Drew explained it like, sure, the people might see me as a bad guy, but I do things by the book when it comes to getting title matches.
You know what I was excited at the prospect of getting? Jacob Fatu and Ilya Dragunov. And now I have to wait.
Yeah, as the dirt sheets did say that this might be an injury that takes Jacob out for a year.
Yeah, also in other injury news, Seth might be out until after Mania 42.
Oh no!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, also in other related news, WWE is talking about making NXT call-ups very soon to supplement for injuries. So we shall see if that happens very soon.
Reunites Tatum and her bird lady.
No, I think we focus on getting Tatum that chip. Get Tatum that NXT chip. Come on, let's bring it home. But yeah, that is it for this episode of Disqualified. That is it. And that's it for this episode of Smackdown. I am your main roster prediction champion, Caleb. That is Beltless Trevin. Behind the camera is Beltless Gordon, our editor-in-chief, and Zach, our cameraman and producer, and our NXT predictions champion. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye!